on their most recent Instagram post in the comment section. And I'm not going to speak too much further on details, but what I am going to say is I and the entire rest of the world found out why I lost my job at the exact same time. I didn't find out before you guys. I'm just letting you know this right now. The people that saw their public statements and made me aware that they made those public statements knew why I lost my job before I did. Because I went and I checked my email once I was made aware that they made those public statements.
And the people working for a company usually know that you're losing your job before you. HR knows that you're losing your job before you. Like, I don't even know what does that. The people that made that, yeah, they did. The number of times I've been fired, they knew. They waited until Friday afternoon, come in my office. I'm pretty sure the 6 people in the room know why I lost my job before me. Oh, yeah, that's not an argument, does not.
Some people are saying she pushed the door open and it's on video. And yeah, my question is, did she get there? Was it wide open and then she closed it and then opened it again to do the video? Like, I wonder about that. But at the end of the day, yeah, I think my take is still the same. Do you have any other take on it?
No, I don't have any other takes.
No? All right, then.
I hope you find peace, my girl.
I agree with that. And with that, boys, girls, everybody, we're going to be doing something where we're going to be covering the Stevie Night stuff. Stevie, if you guys haven't been keeping up, has been feeling some type of way, you know. After we did our debate, Stevie Knight has been pretty upset with any of the follow-ups that we did. It was unjustified, so he's made a series of videos, including one that's called "ABBA and Drink are Still Talking About Me." And then afterwards, he proceeded to do more videos, whining and moaning.
Whining both. I'm sorry. That was super wild. I'm sorry. Like the thoughts, the intrusive thoughts won. My bad.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, I think you know, he's feeling a lot of heat because a lot of people, his own subscribers, have been flaming him. The comment sections have been crazy.
Oh yeah, because
They've been on his ass.
Yeah.
And apparently he's been getting calls in real life where people have been getting, I saw this video about you, like, what the fuck are you doing, right? So he felt the need to respond. And but then he leaked some DMs between the two of us, and he's like, yo, Abbo, how could you do? So, you know, I figured, why don't we just play the videos a little bit? We can watch some of them, and then we'll go through some of it, you know, have some burying of the hatchet a little bit. Maybe burying of the hatchet. You know.
Why are they going for so
Ready for the first video?
Sure.
So we're going to start with the ABBA edit one. ABBA edit one. Yeah, so it should be in red. And I think I just want to clear this up as well. Like, I don't hate Stevie. Yeah? I still care about the guy. I think I don't like what he stands for. That's what I said. But
I don't hate you.
yeah,
I hate everything that you do because all the decisions that you take are bitch ass niggas' decisions. That's
that Cat William energy right there. I'm sorry, my boy.
Yeah. You know what? Go with the, y'all got it? 4 each? All right, hit it for me.
ABBA has dropped another video on your boy. Cause I'm not with the messy shit, dog. I swear, man. Yeah, I mean, and this is good for business, regardless, dog. Regardless of how I'm perceived or how I'm looking, bro. It is good for business. But I don't know ABBA enough to give a fuck about it. I could care less about what he says or what y'all think.
He said the thing, bro. He said the thing. What's the thing? Yeah, he said the thing. I'm happy he said that I could care less. It's my favorite line now, but yeah, we'll just keep going.
But you know, I'm not gonna just let whatever he about to say slide. Tried to holler at bro plenty of times, bro. I'm gonna show y'all what type of individual this is. I hit you up before I dropped the vid, but got no response from you. If you up to it, we can get back on camera or have a chat offline because this ain't it. I'm not gonna be doing the back and forth online stuff, so let me know. If not, it's cool. Appreciate the look. LOL, you're a clown. Call me a liar and manipulator multiple times before I said a word. Now you want to hop on the call. Man, carry your own grip. Bro, it's like a female, don't you? He sound like a female, bro. I showed my girl this shit, bro. And she was like, man, it sounds like it's a girl trying to break up with you. Oh, man. He may not like how I communicate, bro, but I never came with any disrespect. I mean, he felt disrespected by my perspective by how I view things, dog. But I kept it cool. I kept it professional. He had to save all this extra whole shit for the camera to perform for y'all to make Stevie look like the fucking Uncle Tom, bro. Like I get it, bro. You can play this game, dog, with the wholest sucker shit ever, bro. Like I was a bitch. Plain simple, bro. He's a bitch. But this is such whole shit, bro. This is such whole shit, dog. Ooh, this is bad, dog. This is not how men move, bro. Regardless of how the fuck y'all feel. And as I'm going back editing the video, come to realize he's probably gay. He's getting gay. Getting obsessed, bro.
That caught me off guard. My bad.
Yeah.
Let's keep going.
Because it's too much, dog. Gay, dog. Gay. Let y'all know, bro. Like, you know, I fucked with an album before.
No way. Now that's the same sentence. Hey, no way. Hey, no way. Hey, no way. That's the same sentence. You know what? He's probably gay. Gay.
To be fair,
Hold on.
You did talk to me at some point. You know what I'm saying? And I fuck with you too, Stevie. You know what I mean? Do-rag and a hat, because I'm goofy and confused about my identity. Now, we can discuss my sexuality later. A lot of people are concerned, and I appreciate you guys care about where I put my dick. But let's keep playing. Let's go back to the video. Let's go back. You got it in the same spot? Oh yeah. So Stevie says, you know, I mean, I'm gay for him or some shit like that. But one of the funny parts about Stevie is like he's saying, oh, he doesn't get why I'm making videos. Like, nigga, you've made like 30 videos on it. He's done 3 about you. How you gonna say like I'm obsessed or like I'm gay for you or some shit like that? And like it's kind of crazy too, because if you go back and you play that shit, you realize that Steve stopped editing. Can you full screen up for a second? Stevie stopped editing, and in the middle of editing, the nigga turned on the lights. Turn down the lights. And he had a conversation with himself where he's like, I think I have a pussy taken on the juice. I think he wants to put his dick inside. I think I was gay. I can care less.
I'm tired. I'm so tired.
Then this nigga set up the camera, hit the record button, lotioned his lips. Can you zoom in on me? Zoom in on me.
That's a good ass.
I think I was gay. I think I was gay. I'm gonna put this in the video. So you think I have to put this dick in other dudes?
What does it matter to you?
I think he wants. I'll put his dick in.
Were you asking me to put his dick in you?
Whoa. Pause. Also, what the fuck's up with the do-rag and cowboy thing? Is that a style?
I don't know, bro. I mean, yeah, listen, I'm just gonna say and respond the same thing that I've been saying. Okay, so what if that person was gay? Like, what if Abba was gay? Like, I feel like we're in high school again. Oh my God, you gay. Oh my God, you like girls. Oh my God, you got cooties. Like, let's say that person was gay. So, what?
It's fine.
It doesn't even go, and it's great.
At Fox, we're always a step ahead. Like how the price of your plan won't go up for 3 years.
Movie Sinners. When Sinners came out, it was a movie by Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan.
Yes.
Set in 1930s America in the South. And CD had a review, and so I was curious because a lot of people had a
Let's go to Rick, and I guess I'm 7. Hey, Rick, what's up, brother?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can, dude. H2. Hey, I'm just shouting out to Houston here. Go Astros.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're.
How you doing, Yaneko?
I told you M's were starting at M.
Young nigga.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, you did. Wow. Who your number 4?
Single. I can't say it's too crazy. Single just had a crazy ass fucking season. I can't say it's too crazy.
Over.
But this is the thing. Next to his name in my notes, he could be fucking top 2 by the end of next year.
Hold on now. You know.
Top. Well, yeah, top 3. Top 3. I'm sorry. Top 3. Top 3. Yeah.
But show have valued the big fella defense.
I love Chet Holmgren more than
Almost anybody in this list specifically for that. Not anybody not named Victor Wembanyama, who's got the combination of both offense and defense. What we saw in the postseason last season, even though he came out his
everything on the floor. I think he has a lot of room to grow. And again, I think he'd be a top 3 behind who. But like, I'm just valuing Segui here a little bit more than what Chet is right now.
What about you, Derek?
We're on 4, right?
Yep.
This is why I have one.
Wait, no. Hey, what? I don't care if Wemby played 7 games last year. That motherfucker is top 2.
Yeah.
That motherfucker is top 2.
Well, Embiid is on my list.
Chet 8, Wemby's 4.
Yeah, who?
Embiid is on my list.
Oh, he hasn't beat on this one. But who is number 3?
Big Pun.
You want to have Wemby or Cat?
Cat.
Oh, no. You should be talking.
I'm talking?
Yes. Hey, 10 GMs out of 10, 100 GMs out of 100 GMs are picking Wemby in this
You rather have Cat over Wemby?
Yes, I would much rather have Cat.
Why?
Bro, you don't have to die on the hill, bro.
I'm not down on the hill.
Why?
I just think offensively what Cat brings is much more than what Wemby can bring.
What about Wemby being the best fucking defender in the world?
I think I can make up for that with Cat. I can put the right pieces. I can put the right.
It's my favorite thing about the policy. I would probably say the warmth of a home becomes heat.
Would you rather Brandon Miller or Trey Murphy?
I would rather have Trey Murphy personally.
I would go Brandon Miller.
I would go Brandon for sure.
Trey Murphy is also always fucking hurt. I have an issue.
Yes, that should play part. Yeah, that should play part.
And also I think Brandon Miller's ceiling is just a lot higher than Trey Murphy. Personally.
I think Derek's argument of Brandon Miller's ceiling being higher than Trey Murphy is true. I think that Trey Murphy's floor being higher than Brandon Miller's also true.
Who was y'all number 1?
Vic.
I think it's best to get these number 1 guys out there.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
I'm not mad at it. I'm going Vic.
I can't. I'm going Vic, the dude that's probably going to have multiple DPOYs, multiple MVPs.
Hey.
Probably all defensive every year.
I would love to go on your side and just argue and shit. I'm going to take Vic too, but I like that you stood on business and ain't just, you know what I'm saying?
No, man. It's not about having that dynamic shooting guard.
Who's number 2? He's my number 2. I think Victor Wembanyama.
I just think that there was a better basketball player than Victor Wembanyama.
Talk your shit, Derek. Talk your shit. It's our list. Talk your shit.
Yeah, I don't even think it's close. I think you
don't think it's close?
No.
Anthony Edwards is what, the 8th best player in the league? Wembanyama might be 10. That's not close.
Now we pour barbecue sauce. I think Anthony Edwards has shown us a lot.
Like, you think
Jamal, his second year on the band team.
Jamal Murray and Tyler Hero are close, but Anthony Edwards and
Victor Wembanyama's team, when he was on the court, was the best defensive team in basketball.
I think Anthony Edwards is like legitimately be your number 1 option and lead your team. He's done it.
I agree with that. I think nobody will refute that. Anthony Edwards can be that man. We got a number 2 because the fucking alien is the best defensive player in the NBA in year number 2. He also
it's not like Anthony Edwards is a slouch or the best player in the world.
He's not
the best in the world at that thing.
He doesn't have to be because what he gives me.
And I don't think Victor Wembanyama has to be the best offensive engine shooting guard. You see?
I don't know, man.
is going to be the hottest take of the night, I think.
Hottest take of the night.
Yeah, I don't think you should have a blacklist when it comes to doing content with people. When it comes to debating people, I don't think it helps.
Do you think that there's anybody that's not worth debating? Well, I'll do the most hyperbolic example, somebody that can't speak English, right?
Well,
can't communicate with them, right? Okay.
Okay,
Sure.
maybe.
That sounded more racist than I meant. Okay. That's fine. Sorry, Jesus.
Okay.
Okay. Do you think somebody who, let's say somebody like, I'm gonna think like the worst. Do you think there's anybody I've debated where you're like, oh, okay, probably shouldn't debate that guy anymore at all? No.
I 100% think you should debate Hassan. I think you should do.
Yeah, I would absolutely.
Hassan.
Well, I would debate Hassan. I don't know what kind of content I would do with him.
Like, you're a big proponent of like viral content and like grassroots like organizing, and I think if you were to like reach out to like these big leftist content creators, even if they're much further left than you, if it's for the purpose of supporting a Democrat like getting elected in like 2028 or something, like I feel like, as the president would say, there's no downside, there's only good can happen.
Yeah, but I feel like the issue is they don't support, broadly speaking, like Democratic candidates now.
Right, but what I'm saying is like, if you were to like publicly like reach out to these people like for something like that, like it would make them look bad to decline. I don't think you lose anything.
I don't think it would make them look bad to decline. I think they would just decline. Because they don't support, broadly speaking, the Democratic Party. They think that there's like a duopoly, like both parties are the same.
If they were to like publicly decline, like that, like specifically, explicitly designates them as a part of the problem, right? Like
They don't consider themselves part of the problem. I appreciate that you think this, but I think the issue is I think sometimes we don't recognize like how much on the other team those people are. Like they don't view it as being a problem. They think that it's a good thing to kind of tear down the Democratic Party to bring up something stronger in its place.
But they don't say that.
They do.
Well, they don't say I don't support like any Democratic candidate. Like even Hassan, he like does interviews with Bernie and stuff, right?
Yeah, because of for clout, he will, right?
Okay, yeah, but for clout, he would do like actual activism.
There's not that much clout in the actual activism.
Tweets on.
No, there's no clout in that. Like it hurts my viewership when I do it. It's a lot of time, money, psychological investment. It can be a vector for other people to attack you, people attack me over my attempts and stuff. Yeah, there's just not very much clout involved, I think. It's just kind of like work, and it's kind of painstaking, and it's kind of
Domino's Best Deal Ever is back because we know you love to get the most out of your pizza by getting the most on your pizza. Get it?
Harsh realities.
This is by far 100% the easiest way to hear God's voice. You are about to realize that you have the most perfect Heavenly Father who is desperate to
So my team have now stopped tweeting. If you guys don't know, we forced my team to stop tweeting. So look, a week ago, 2K posts that Rainmakers is coming out, and then they start showing highlights. They'll show a highlight. So let's say this is 9 p.m. my time. Then at 10 p.m. they'll post a highlight for Devin Booker. Then at 11 p.m. or 10:15 it'll be Steve Collier. At 10:30 it'll be Will Chamberlain. They obviously said something wrong with Will, they edited the tweet. And they'd be like, I looked at three big diamond. Nope, they didn't. They didn't. The community have literally forced 2K to stop tweeting. This is one of the worst ratios I've ever seen. 1.8 thousand replies, 106 tweets. My response. You've got, obviously, Andrew saying more critical look into this. I don't think you will. I have 825, Henry, 894, Tommy, 1.1K, Chris London. And by the way, Troy Dan's got in on it. Lowe's has gotten in on it. And even Troy Dan, and shout out Troy Dan's always kind of, tried to help the community in these scenarios. So I don't have any players, but I won't be opening NBA 2K26 packs, hashtag players over packs. Shout out Henry, by the way, for starting this. But if you look at Troy Dan's account, he's done one pack opening. He's done one actual pack opening here. And it's been nearly 2 months of the game out. So he got packed his most views from rebuilding the Lakers. So the pack openings just aren't getting what they used to. And heck, even if you guys look back in the day, back a year ago, he's had more videos of using MLB to show video. Like Troy Dan's most Troy Dan's money I'd say is probably coming from his reaction channel right now. Like the Troy Dan React is probably considering these cost nothing to make, this is probably where he's getting the vast majority of his money from. By the way, WWE AI is one of the funniest things I've ever seen. But like, you've got Shake 800 likes, Jacob 595. Like every one of these posts, AT&T tell them how you sponsor you guys together. Tanaka's ratioed them. Meech has ratioed them. Steve Smalls, Max, all basically ratioed them. They have been, how many times have they been ratioed? Like Jab Bridgeport out there taking over the freaking hashtag. Everything has to be about Jab Bridgeport, you just know it does. Fitz ratioing them as well. Ratio. Like they've been ratioed by at least 200 replies. Like there's been at least 200 replies that have ratioed 2K. And not only that, is you've now got Freedan, you've now got Los, you've now got Chris London, you've got some of the bigger names to have ever been part of my team community. Like, I think there's very much, I think we can always say this when it comes to Los, like, if you, I'm not out here, I need to give Los a follow, actually. I need to give Los a follow. Just out of respect. 2K, 15K, okay, champ, like, I was there for that. Like, I was there. I was never really someone that watched Twitch back in those days. I knew Los as a really good NBA 2K player. If you guys don't know, Los back in those days there was just like Pink Diamond LeBron and Los.
What do you mean, Braylon? What are they doing?
The first players to get Pink Diamond LeBron. But like, I've been here since 2K15 from that era as well. And like, Los was one of the best players in the world. Back when it was a real competitive thing. And he won like a bit.
People complain about pack outs, but they drop new packs. Well, yeah, they're not gonna. They always drop packs every week. What do you mean?
Turn 2K15. But even Los is out here in the replies. He's out here calling it MyTeam. He's out here saying,
when investing leads to questions, JP Morgan Wealth Management has powerful tools, research from expert analysts, and a single view of your banking and investing accounts right in the Chase mobile app. When you want to take control of your financial future, the answer is JP Morgan Wealth Management.
Now what's it?
we not spending a penny. Everybody, which you guys know, I mentioned stats for players over there. They don't care. I've been streaming playing my team since 2014, experiencing every 2K my team ever. Problem happening in the office, the max line out is when you can basically go on forever. The way FC does his limits for having a player. I mean, none of those things matter if you can't get cards. It's kind of as simple as that. It's as simple as that, but
No, you're not recording me, right?
I'm gonna record you. You just said I'm too large for your car?
This is a matter of logic and rationale, and I have a right to say.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do. It's my car.
This is not your car. I'm not too large for your car. I'm gonna fit.
It's my vehicle.
But the Katie and Harden look guys. How you know how they look?
Are you dead ass, you fucking bitch? Fuck you. Are you dead ass? You are insane.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, you're a fucking whore.
No, you're not.
This said I'm too large for your car?
No, you're not recording me, right?
I'm gonna record you. You just said I'm too large for your car?
This is a matter of logic and rationale, and I have a right to say.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do. It's my car.
This is not your car. I'm not too large for your car. I'm gonna fit.
It's my vehicle.
Are you dead ass, you fucking bitch? Fuck you. Are you dead ass? You are insane.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, you're a fucking whore.
No, you're not recording.
I don't know. They just look like they're gonna be pretty good. Yeah, they probably Katie will be good.
What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? No, you're not recording me, right?
I'm gonna.
Yeah. Main, like if you and Ronnie and them were all sitting in a room and like they were listening to your feedback.
Yeah.
Give me main 5 points of feedback for 2K. Like, what would you think if you were the voice of the 2K community, right?
Yeah.
Which I feel like you're a very huge part of that. What do you feel like would be like the main 5 points to like fix 2K?
Yeah, if they actually listen, man, lower the VC costs. There's a lot of struggling kids across the world, you know, that nobody's not going to just have $150 to get 700,000 VC and upgrade their player. Lower the VC costs. You got to take away the Zens. You got to take away all the Zen, just the Zens. Like, there's no way you guys aren't able to control that. You know, deal with that. What else? The parts, like, you guys are so bland with like the part course. Like, they did say that they're gonna be every season throw back in like the 2K16 parts in the Sunset River and
2K16 one was fire.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But it's like I feel like they should keep certain parts in the game. Like, bro, they can make like a Dykeman court. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, a Dykeman court would feed families.
What the hell?
Wow,
you know what I'm saying?
Right, families for sure.
You can make all these exclusive courts instead of just giving us one raggedy court to play on. It's just pure half-assness.
Like street ball courts from around the country.
Yeah.
Like proper, like, I mean, I don't know what the famous ones maybe in Florida, but like obviously I'm from New York.
Yeah.
So like you put Dykeman in there, you know how many people will buy the game just to play on Dykeman?
Exactly.
1,000%.
The accessories and the hairstyles, you know, like it's like you can't try to be a part of the basketball culture and just not be hip to like all the like hairstyles, all the like the sleeves, the tats or whatever, the jewelry.
Shit.
To see the community uniting over something. I think you're like, oh, just 2K never going to change. I actually don't think they will either. But there's a big thing with saying someone's never going to change, so stop trying and continuing to try, because as somebody who loves card collecting modes in video games, and as somebody who loves basketball, if we give up, it's done. Like if we give up, it's done. If we give up, there's going to be people in the future that get screwed over by this game. And look, it's something that I don't think people are really don't think they're that serious about. People are like, oh, why am I continuing to do this? Because look, I make really, like, maybe not in the last like 2 or 3 months, but in the last 12 months I've made really, really good money on WNBA. Like really, really good money. I had months where I made okay money in off the NBA. Like I'm probably making on an NBA channel where I just really started back up. Started back up not too long ago. As in properly. I properly went back to it. Well, the day I decided I made a couple of videos here and there. The day I decided to really go back to it was this thing. So it's only been 9 days. And in these 9 days, I built it up from zero to, like, it's not a lot, but it's like $25, $30 a day. In 9 days from nothing, that's okay. That's my freaking, like, $25, $30 a day covers quite a lot. But MyTeam is something that I kind of built everything off, and it's a mode I love. When MyTeam's good, I love to play. Like, I don't know if there's any content I enjoy more than budget content in MyTeam, than being in MyTeam, than being and doing the good thing, doing what MyTeam is good, but that hasn't happened so long. And that's just unfortunate. That is just unfortunate. It's what we're going to get at this stage. But we are now seeing an awful lot of the biggest content creators ever have started, well, like any MyTeam content, now joining together in this kind of movement to promote this hashtag, which again started by Henry. Shout out freaking Henry. Shout out Henry. Because the community needs something to band together over, and if nothing else, if nothing else, it's a hashtag that's gotten everyone together, past and present. And I think it's only a matter of time until we see bigger names talking about this, or NBA players talking about this. And shout out Henry, man. Shout out Henry. Massive creators jumping on this. And like, I'm not really MyTeam creator as well. I'm going back and pushing this. Henry's more reliant on this, which is why I really hope we see Ty and Henry really pushing this, because let's be real, there's some unbelievable creators in this game. And I mentioned them because when are we ever going to see one of the top 2 to 3 players in the world make content at the rate Ty does in any other game? In any other game, there's none. That does not exist. And with Henry's one of the best gaming creators, period. But if this game mode is dead, it's dead. So I really hope these guys keep pushing it, because there are hundreds and thousands of people that should be subjected to their content, or should have their content shown in front of them, but unfortunately there are not nearly that people playing it. So anyway, yeah, see you guys.
How do we pay for all this?
It's an oldie thing.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, I never pictured myself going electric, but just hear me out. With an all-new navigation system leading us to the superchargers on our way, it made it so easy and convenient for us. I literally sat there for 10 minutes and it charged 90 miles. 90 miles in 10 minutes is insane.
This video is just me reaching out to my subscribers and anyone else who may be watching.
A few weeks ago, the news of China Nowitzki's passing reached me, and I have not really been able to understand that it's true. He was, even saying was just feels so strange. To talk about him in the past tense, but yeah, he was one of the best human beings that I've ever met in so many different levels, but primarily for me by his kindness and just how humble he was, and just how insanely kind he was to absolutely everyone he met, no matter if it was a stranger or a friend or any. He was always so kind.
It was among the most difficult periods of my life, and I don't say that lightly. There were moments where I felt like my life was collapsing in front of me. Felt like people are actually believing this. Like, it took me so long to understand because everything that this is built on is so absurd. And I know I've never cheated in a single game, right? So, and not only that, you know, Dina, that I play like OTB chess, OTB Blitz. I live for that. There's a bullet match over the board against Fabiano Caruana, which I'm just as good at OTB as I am online. Everybody knows this, right? Like, do you feel me on that? Like, it's not that I have never come out of my cave in Charlotte and I'm just some like anonymous unknown. I'm from the same Soviet chessboard as Kramnik is. I speak his language. He knows my coach. Have never come out of my cave in Charlotte and I'm just some like anonymous unknown. I'm from the same Soviet chessboard as Kramnik is. I speak his language. He knows my coach, Psakis. Like, I was like, this is going to resolve itself in a day, right? Like, there's no way that this is going to stick, right? So that was the initial shock. And then when this dragged on and I felt like super GMs were starting to like question my integrity, it was like such a shell shock. It was like everything I built was crashing down because of like, what? Like where are the defending voices? Like, why is this happening? You know, like, I'm still recovering from it, to be honest. Yeah, this was the most tilting thing, that the people are assuming that it's just one guy. Kramnik shouting in a street corner, why are you just like ignore? Stop doing what you always do and pay attention to the troll. No. Okay, like, not just like Jan, but normal GMs. Like, you can see this even like after I played New York. Like, I understand they didn't mean badly, but the tweets that were like, Vladimir Versovich, you see? Nervitsky got 10th place. Are you satisfied now? So, like, what? If I had a bad tournament, this would have followed me for the rest of my life? Because I could have. If I lost to Fressinet down to Queen, like, when I lost to Gelfand, I almost had a nervous breakdown. I was, like, smashing my head with my phone. Like, it was just, like...
Had Eventually not lost on time.
Like, you could see how I was freaking out. I felt like my life was on the line in New York. Like, if I didn't have a good tournament, and this is an explicit quote from a super GM who shall go unnamed. He's like, people will leave you alone under the condition that you do well in New York, and like that you, I forget what was the second condition. Like, what? Like, how does this guy get to do this? And then the other big misconception was that I was dragging this on by engaging, right? That Hans told me this. I hope I can share this. But like, of course, Hans doesn't agree with me. He knows I don't cheat. But he said, you should have ignored it from the start. That there are people who got obsessed with. There's a Discord dedicated to like Nervitsky, like rabbit hole cheating. There were like people full time who got so obsessed with this they would go through all of my videos, all of my content. This is not just Grammy. There's a lot of people who did this. And quite a few GMs behind the scenes. Either they were actively like, a lot of them were like, let me grab my popcorn. Right? Let me,
I think I know who you're talking about.
And Hikaru was the only one, not that I am owed any support, but when he publicly went out in my defense, like, something I will never forget. And Hikaru and I have our disagreements. We'll never be the best of friends, but when push came to shove and my reputation was on the line, he went to bat for me, and I really, really appreciated that. And I'm still very, very grateful to him for moving the needle. Last few things. Jan, I wanted to mention. Jan thinks that I cheat. Nothing I ever do is going to change that. The final try was like the Levisov's podcast, where I literally offered to continue the dialogue on someone's podcast, provided that the videos would stop.
Do you feel like the dust has mostly settled with that, or do you feel like you've seen sort of an influx of trolling on your videos, or like that there've been? And actually, wait, did the Proctor launch, did that come after this? Or?
Yeah, the Proctor launch came after it, and this is why I'm sensitive to the Levy video, right? Because I don't want to reignite the like fake, like, oh, he's throwing games now, like this is how I'm cheating. Compared to the peak when I couldn't do a commentary without trolls coming in and like accusing me of cheating during the commentary, There was literally nothing that I could do. I still have, like, I played a match with Nishigiri, blitz match during the peak of this. I had 5 cameras, like on all sides. 5 cameras filming me. I won 7.5, 2.5. Now I would never fault Anish for this. He's not responsible for his chat. I looked over at the end of his YouTube chat and I was like, I was in tears. Like every second comment was like, he's cheating, he's cheating, he's cheating. I'm literally pushing it past Spawn forward to a promotion. And listen, I'm not owed anything by anybody, but it would have been nice if like 1 or 2 more people spoke out. I'm not saying they had to do a stream or like Vishian on that to command the whole chat. Some 1 or 2 words to show that like this is not acceptable. Some people think that like Kramnik was my idol when I was young. You know that picture with him.
Yeah, they made a real.
Yeah, he was one of my like the people I looked up to. Even in 2014, we played twice over the board. In London, we made a draw at a racket tournament. My mom wanted me to take a picture with him, so we have the chronology. Right? 2007, 2014. I was like, no, I don't want to impinge on his freedom, his time. What broke my heart is that if Kramnik had talked to Psakas, my like latest coach, I have the greatest reverence for the world champion. I would rather insert any like horrible medieval punishment than to cheat against the former world champion. Like anybody who knows me knows that this is something that I take very seriously. Anytime he would accept my challenge, I would drop everything, run to the computer. Oh my God, I'm playing world champion. I got to, out of respect for him, it would be unfair to give him anything but my full attention. On his like 4th video, I spent the entire night crafting a YouTube comment interruption. I think very few people know this. Dina, you helped me write this comment up because I'm not used to like communicating stuff like this in Russian. Here's approximately, I'm going to just read the important parts. It's 2 pages. I literally spent like 8 hours and only was able to do this with your help.
The Thanksgiving turkey sub is back at Firehouse Subs. Firefighter approved.
And there's a little bit more there, but in response I got the usual hate. Like, rather than words, why don't you go out of your like whole household with your own and play tournaments? Yeah, Daniel, the best way to show the truth is to perform well in New York. And that was attempt number 2. And then, of course, the Levitov podcast, where I literally try to treat Kemi with respect. This is after like 6 videos. I told Jan, I offered to have a podcast on Jan's channel with Kramnik on his territory, in his language, with someone who isn't really on my side, right? And again, I have to give some credit to Jan, like he heard me out and he was respectful to me, like he treated me like a human being. And so when people tell me that I was the one who perpetuated this, it's like, to me, that's when I throw my hands up. I'm like, what else could I have done? Like, my honor is at stake.
So for the World Rapid and Blitz, like, how are you feeling? I mean, going into that.
Relieved.
So going into it, like knowing that this was kind of going to be what.
Terrified.
Yeah.
Terrified. I was terrified of the Blitz. Let's put the Rapid aside. I understand that people, in reality, even if I had a bad tournament, people would defend me. Like, nothing would have happened. But I know for a fact that, like, this would have, in the minds of at least some super GMs and some very influential people, like, I would have dug my grave over, like, one day of Blitz. And so I, like, told myself, yeah, I need to pretend that my life is on the line here. That's what I told myself. I came back. I won 5 in a row. I beat Antipov. I beat Woodward. I beat Fressinet in a lost position, just through sheer willpower. I beat Ivanchuk and I beat Dominguez. And the only reason I drew Wesley, I knew that I wouldn't qualify. Now, I haven't said this before. I knew that I would get a 2750 performance. And I'd finally likely be left alone. I didn't care about anything else other than that. So I knew that, like, likely I wouldn't qualify unless I beat Wesley. Under any normal circumstances, I would play. But, you know, thanks to the infinite wisdom of the chess world, like, I wasn't playing this tournament to do anything but like make people leave me alone.
And just for the context, the 2750 was like the standard that Vladimir put in his
Which is
tweets.
totally, he was trying to choose a number that was so like high in the sky that was like he's never gonna get it, and then I got a 2749 performance. Gives me no joy, but I'm sorry to sound so melodramatic.
No, it's
did enjoy
amazing.
the Uzbek restaurant. I had the great support of family and friends. You guys were at the tournament supporting me. I couldn't have done it without you because like it was so great to know that like there are people who have been faithful and like loyal from day one. Yeah, sorry to make it sound like a great like a battle for like.
I mean, it wasn't bad. Like I saw you. You were not sleeping. You were not like eating. You were not like you weren't looking great.
But it was
honestly,
like people would say, "But that's on you. Like you are making the choice to take these things seriously."
But that's your whole life. I mean, we have this question prepared for you. I kind of know the answer, but I feel like it's important to ask you, like, why does the opinion of all this elite chess players matter to you so much?
Mm-hmm. I think it has to do, first of all, like there's an old school notion of like honor. Like, and I think nowadays, you know, it's like it doesn't resonate as much, but to me it's still very important. I'm like from the Soviet school, and there's this like total, maybe like overly deferential respect to authority. This is why like when kids argue with me at chess camps, I'm like, man, if I did this, like my coach would say, like when a GM is speaking, you shut up and listen, you soak in the knowledge.
I got in a little bit of trouble like that in the latest elite camp because the kid was laughing and talking about G, was also explaining something, and he made a comment, and then people really didn't like it.
Right, and then
it was a blown up.
You want to mildest possible way, like
I was telling you, like Judith Boulder is talking. Like, what are you doing? Why are you turning your back?
Right,
nothing.
And the most important thing is, even if you're right, like Judith or anybody says a variation, and you see that they're wrong, out of respect, you listen. Right? They've earned the right to speak. They could be boring. Like this is the basic thing that you can do in return for their contribution to the game of chess. This is why even when Kramnik, from the very beginning, was questioning my honor, out of respect for his contribution to chess, I held out hope again and again that like he will see the light eventually. I will keep offering myself up in good faith. I will keep doing like as he demanded. I will Tuesday stream another one. Yeah, like, and I basically relied on the fact that I'm going to do well in that title Tuesday. It's not easy to play on 5 cameras, right? Like now that I'm asked to use Proctor, that's another issue. Like I don't like it at all.
Headphones.
Yeah, like Proctor, I'm not going to get into it too much, but like it's an uneven playing field, and it's an uneven playing field, and it's not that I have it out for Hikaru, but like Hikaru is one of the most title Tuesdays, right? Shouldn't like the guy who won the most title Tuesdays? It doesn't matter that it is Hikaru; it could be anybody. Shouldn't he have to use Proctor? But what is the logic behind him not having to use Proctor? In general, it should be everybody or nobody. It is absurd that a select group of people have to play with 2 cameras and the others don't. It's a big disadvantage. I usually play the first title Tuesday from my phone in bed. I can't do that anymore. You can't play while you're traveling. And it's just I have less tolerance for all of this. Now, I haven't gotten over 8.5 ever since I had to use Proctor. And I can already see, like, oh, interesting. Maybe a coincidence, maybe not. Like, I want to put this behind me, and I don't want to, like, put myself in a situation where the fire might get reignited. But I'm really sad that this has, like, dominated the chess landscape. But the opinions of top players, it means the world to me because my honor means the world to me. It's the only thing you have on chess is your honor. Right? And I'm not 18 anymore. I have to think about the legacy that I'm trying to create. What will people say about me when I retire from chess? Right? Is it going to be that, like, top players were like, did Daniel really manage to keep his blitz level that high, even though he was retired from chess? Like, to me, the top players were gods, and it would truly break my heart beyond repair. I knew that they would sit down at a virtual board in front of me, and even a scintilla of doubt would creep across their brains. Maybe he's not playing the sleeve. That is why I took such great pains, 5 cameras. It may sound like I was making fun of Kramnik. No, this is the sad part. I wasn't. Well, I was angry, but I wanted to convince anybody who had any doubts that, like, I have nothing to hide. You know, like, I'm an open book. All I do is I just play chess. Please leave me alone now. I'll let you play.
the Kramnik stuff. But the problem is, ever since the Kramnik stuff, I feel like if I start doing well, people assume the worst of intentions. Why did he end the stream? So they start playing well. You know what I mean? I know what you mean, but you don't have anything. The issue is just the lingering effect of it. And evil and absolutely tired of mincing words at this point. He is trying to ruin my life. He's trying to inflict emotional harm, physical harm on me. He knows exactly what he's doing, and this is one of the most wicked people that I've ever dealt with. I'm not trying to seek attention with this, but the people who are buying into this narrative, they exist, but this is a sustained.
What's my favorite thing about the policy?
Like, I'll just say it. Like, I said it before, I'll say it again. Kramnik can go fuck himself. Like, I'll just say it. He can go fuck himself and he can rot in hell. That's all I'm gonna say, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. That's my one sentence. If someone wants to clip that, clip it, okay? If someone wants to clip it, you can clip it. I don't care. Look at Kramnik's tweet. I mean, I'm sorry, like, I'll just say it. Like, I said it before, I'll say it again. Kramnik can go fuck himself. Like, I'll just say it. He can go fuck himself and he can rot in hell. That's all I'm gonna say, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. That's my... jack. The front. Good one. Sticky jack. The front. That's another good one. Let me try this. Very good for you. Almost. I mean, I literally was so close.
So.
These people have millions of dollars. These people have millions of dollars.
System. System.
When the game on, when I levitate, grab my sneakers and hang on. Young, but I still got sons in the game, but they not like the one with a dot in his name.
Fuck you. If your mama's gonna swallow you, fucking go. You got love wait for you. Fuck you. to all this.
Nigga, your mom's so smart for saying it. I don't give a f. Oh, you 12. Well, you asked should be in school.
You up early this morning talking to people, kids like that?
I didn't know he was 12.
I mean, but you grown.
I didn't know you should have heard what he said to me. I said my part. I didn't know you was 12.
Where we like he had this chip. I look back at like Kobe, like he had this chip on his shoulder where I gotta win one without Shaq. Do you have that type of chip on your shoulder? So without Steph, without Golden State, with all the narratives that are out there. I know you don't care about it, but is there a part of you that has that like? No, I can see. Like if, I'm not gonna be realistic. If it was if I went out there for the Warriors and wasn't the Finals MVP like Kobe was with Shaq, and had moments where I average 30 a game, get 7, 8 assists, or have 40 and hit big shots, then I would say, yeah, all right, I need to prove that I can do that on that level. But I've done that on that level, so I never looked at myself as like I never looked at Steph like Shaq and me as Kobe. You know what I'm saying? I just felt like we were our own new thing. He proved he could play on that level, and I proved that I could play on that level at the same time. And I think that time with me and Golden State should just be wrapped up and looked at it as such. It should be no more residual from like, did you do this? Your legacy is this because of that. And if you play a different way, it might change how that time was viewed. I'm just like, I don't want that time to be changed. I want you to appreciate what that's worth, and we done moved on from here. So. But as a fan of the game, as somebody who talks the game, and has that barbershop, yeah, if I didn't play on that level in those moments, and I didn't create those moments for that team, then yeah, you could say that I want to prove that I can win without them. But I was a final MVP after 35 a night. Like, that don't make no sense to me.
footage of the game which must have started this vendetta that Kramnik has against Daniel Naroditsky. Look at this game. It was played on the 14th of July, one of the final 5 games they ever played on chess.com before they stopped playing each other 3 months ago after Kramnik rage quit after 11 moves. In this game, Daniel destroys the former world champion, current world champion, in just 28 moves. This is ridiculous. Footage from Kramnik to come throughout the game here. Get ready. You haven't seen epic chess like this in a long time. So Daniel opens with e4, best by test. Kramnik goes for the aggressive Siciliano, and after pawn to c3, the Alapin variation, named after a French chess-playing rabbit. Very few people know that. We see e6 from Kramnik to the Francais variation in response, and after d4, d5 for the high 5, and Daniel goes e5, sets up a connect 4, and wins himself an all-access pass to next year's chess.com chess rap battle. What a lucky guy. Now we see knight c6, knight f3, and what a miserable bishop. The bad one, developing to d7. Daniel goes bishop d3, captured, and this is where the antics begin. Because surely you recapture that free pawn. But no, Daniel has the audacity to castle the king, offer a second one. Just listen to Kramnik's reaction to this. He's not a happy bunny already. He brings this master blaster to the half-open file. Daniel does the same here, supporting his centre, offering the pawn a second time. What a cheeky boy. Now a6 from Kramnik, still refusing. Why not taking? Well, he's scared of the rapid development. And now Daniel does decide to take in the centre. Finally, some law and order restored. And after knight recaptured, pawn takes back here. Vladimir brings that queen out into the game, breaking the opening principles. Surely you first get these ones off the FTM back row. But after the pawn is attacked, does Daniel defend it? This is where it gets shocking. He doesn't do so. He plays knight c3, giving Kramnik a pawn if he wants it for a second time. Listen to this reaction at Kramnik HQ. What? What a move. This pawn genuinely on freeze, because you can't do any of this ninja kebab stuff. The check is blocked, so fine, the queen is safe. Bishop e3 is best. You can even win a second pawn here. This is a sample light. This is the best one of Stock Nest Monster. Okay, bishop's in the centre, but 2 pawns to the good for black. This is how the game could have gone. But it wasn't captured. After knight c3, Kramnik was out here, goes knight e7. He really ought to take up tiddlywinks these days. And after bishop c2, now defending the centre, knight c6 attacking one more, Daniel does indeed develop and protects that central pawn, leaving b2 to hang. But if you capture, this is the ninja line, hit the queen, sideline, and then you come in here, attack b. Apparently this is still a level position, but it looks pretty uncomfortable for black. Big initiative for white. So after bishop e3, we didn't see queen takes on b2, but instead, knight a5 played, and Daniel plays a very cheeky move in response, knight to a4. These naughty grandmasters, surely they know that their springer on dem Rimmer is an absolute Wiener Schnitzel, but they do it anyway. Now here's the point, the queen is here. The queen's ground could have gone to c7 there. Now Daniel hops forward, and he knows he's changing the pawn structure. He knows the bishop can capture, but he wants to weaken the dark squares. So Kramnik doesn't have it. Goes knight c4 himself. Hits b2. The bishop offers the b7 pawn if Daniel wants it. Then queen b6. Big initiative for black. So instead, bishop c1 is played, overdeveloping. There's a suspicious move, if ever we've seen one. Have a listen to Kramnik's reaction on this.
Looking to stand out in today's job market? Southern New Hampshire University can help with affordable career-focused grad programs like psychology, cybersecurity, and our MBA. You'll gain the skills employers are looking for.
What pulled me to a master's degree was the fact that it was online. It was at my pace.
And wherever your career takes you, your SNHU degree can help you reach your goals.
There's always somebody there who can help you. You don't have to do it alone. I really mean that too.
Visit snhu.edu today to get started.
Get any pizza with any toppings for just $9.99 online. Try the Domino's Spiral Pizza or invent a new one.
You can get this fixed now and pay later. You can get this fixed now and pay later. And this. Get it fixed now and pay later in 4 interest-free payments at SafeLight.com.
Safe like repair, safe like replace. Your ideas backed by AI-powered productivity. Introducing the Lenovo AI PC. That's AI-powered creativity in your hand.
For one move is not indicator. It's just like impossible, absolutely impossible. Clear indicator. It wouldn't even like cross remote in my mind. I mean, even in classical game, I'm not sure it's no chance of that. So everything is very clear to me.
Who underdevelops a bishop like that? Unreal. And now we see bishop takes on c5. Very risky decision, as we're going to see. because the world champion former is about to crash and burn in 11 more moves. Why not take the pawn immediately? Then b3, knight a5, and bishop a3 comes. You're getting mince-meated down here. So queen a5 played instead, preparing to capture like this, and upon b3, played in the game, now the knight a3, supported by the queen. Bishop hit, saved on d3. Now the pawn drops, but something wicked. This way comes queen g4. What a femme fatale. And the best defensive move is far from obvious. It's queen f8. Who does that? Only I'm home to say the queen, but weird looking idea. Then the bishop d2 idea is to b4, doing this sort of thing. Very nice geometry and dark squares. If king f8, more problems with this bishop soon developing onto this diagonal and everything. So what we see in the game is g6. If castle, by the way, it was bishop h6, standard tactic, but this had its own problem. Look at the Swiss cheese on the dark squares. Daniel carries on with bishop g5, of course, and after queen c3, threatening the bishop on d3, look at the reaction here of Stockzilla. Does not like it. White completely winning. If Daniel can find this move, if you want to pause, try and find the winning tactic, please feel free to do so. The move to play, which Daniel finds, is rook to c1 here, given the brilliancy, because if the bishop is captured, which it wasn't, then you crash through, bishop takes back, and queen b4. Lovely lateral slide. The queen was distracted from c3, defending that square, and not only do you hit the knight, but more importantly, you threaten mate, and how do you stop it? Answer, you just don't. Simply these are the only options to try and stave it off, but you can run and not hide. This is a checkmate. So, after this move, the bishop was not captured. Instead, Kramnik, apoplectic with rage by this point, retreats his queen to a5. We get takes with check, the bishop recaptures, the rook on e1 hanging, but not for long. Hits that open file, the king runs to the bishop, tries to get away from the attack here, but now queen f4, and you're in a world of pain. If rook f8, then bishop h6 comes. So f5 is played. Desperado, Dania, of course, takes en passant. Many grandmasters do that when they're offered the opportunity. Simply say en passant in your best French accent. And now, after knight b5, desperately scrambling back to defend the dark squares, we simply see takes. With check, A recaptures here, and f7 ends the game because, again, the pawn is promoting or the bishop is helping it go, and you're just getting killed on dark squares. Imagine queen b4, well, then you can even invade here. All this sort of stuff. So the resignation, not very sure. What did this lead Kramnik to do?
Okay, of course, I got immediately, no doubt about this plan. Absolutely no doubt. So, reporting was hit this spot, not this spot.
So there you have it, the inside scoop on where this all came from.
Now he starts to analyze the game, and it's pretty clear that
I never cheated. I did not cheat in the game against clearly. The guy who said that he proved his cheating, I don't know which GM said that.
Don't play a victim, please, and don't play this Hikaru Nakamura game.
What did I ever do? What did I do to you? Other than treat you with respect?
Again, you're manipulating and lying. Anything can be on this wall theoretically, yeah. Rani is looking at this wall permanently while playing game.
Right. Like, this makes me furious. This is unacceptable.
I saw something here, then I started to ask players, different players. I asked 5 players. Not a single one told me that bishop c8 would even cross his mind in this position, especially in 3-4 seconds. Because you see how much time.
Bishop somehow. No, I guess I don't. Bishop c8 is very interesting.
Yeah, 5-7 seconds. Yeah, he says bishop c8 is very interesting. I mean, what's the point of the move? And I asked a person, I gave him this position, few seconds. He's a strong grandmaster. I asked him, what would you play? So you see the answer, h6. I'm asking anything else? Not really. I would play h6 almost immediately. I'm saying that, by the way, on top of this, it's also like very strange. He's looking up. I tell here, and answer. I mean, I didn't make it up. For me, this bishop c8 is enough. I don't need any more proof.
And the amount of people who are like fully buying the bishop c8 thing, I thought it was a joke. I thought it was a spoof at first. When it was, so that's why I didn't take it seriously. I've been aware of it for like 4 months. I thought it was a joke. But that Jan retweets it, and a modern Super GM, this is, you know, Salem witch trials level, you know, delusional. The guy who said that he proves his cheating, I want to know who it is. Like, I want to know which GM said that. Now, I think a lot of them were under. I feel like a lot of them were under the impression that I played Bishop C8. I'm positive of that. I did not play it. I played the move that they all said, which was H6. I mentioned it. So let's totally clear on what the charge is. The charge is I mentioned as a candidate move in a quiet position 2 years ago on the screen. and played in the most natural mode. That is one. That I committed the crime of thought crime, literally thought crime, years ago in one position. A move that happened for a completely unrelated reason, to be the number of people with reloads that I've never downloaded yet. Like, this makes me furious. This is unacceptable. I literally explained my logic too. I said, first thing I noticed is after B3, Bishop looked like he could get trapped. So I need to control the E5 square. That's what I noticed in 2 seconds. How do you control the E5 square? There's a rook on it, there's a Bishop blocking it. I thought I was moving it back. Most natural square. I could find a billion examples of this, probably in this game. But the amount of people buying the Bishop Theater, it's just scary. It's terrifying. That any GM believes this. Any GM on the planet is buying the Bishop C8 thing is absolutely terrifying. That Nepo is buying it is terrifying. And because it shows you that even in a game where literally skill is above everything, you can insert a twisted delusion and people will actually buy it. And all this is delivered with so much contempt for everything I say. Every time I open my mouth, it's what I say is not acceptable. It's too complicated, or it's too simple, or there's not enough lines. What did I ever do? What did I do to you? Other than treat you with respect, as I still do, as I still do, and try to depersonalize it, even though it's hard. Come on, dude.
I noticed a kind of strange eye behavior, yeah? Again. Hello everybody, welcome back. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. And my name is Daniel Gormali. I'm a Grandmaster from currently living in Northumberland, Northeast England. So today I wanted to talk about the whole Kramnik situation. Because I was watching this latest Naroditsky video on C-Squared podcast. And he did look very stressed.
Yes, we were watching your game. You had a crazy game. I urge all fans at home to take a look. Actually, for a little while, I had the colors mixed up. I thought you were trying to convert with black, but you were you were completely lost.
Am I ever 2 pawns up in the end game? No, I'm only 2 pawns down.
Yeah, that was an unbelievable game. Any reaction from the opponent? Like, I know in these blitz scrambles, anything can happen.
Yeah, I mean, he explained. He was very much more polite than I would have been. I also in round 2 I made an illegal move. I was already lost, to be fair, so I don't even know what the rules are for an illegal move in blitz. I just resigned. I didn't even want to check. But I exclaimed loudly a word that I probably shouldn't repeat in the broadcast. So it's just the immediate shock. Obviously, I'm under no illusions. I need to step up my game pronto, stat. But that's blitz. I mean, that's what happens.
Yeah, I was told actually before you joined. Is that what was? I was sort of briefed that maybe you had something to discuss. Was that the thing you wanted to discuss, or
to discuss with you?
Yeah.
Oh no. I mean, I not particularly. I mean, no.
We have here Daniel Naroditsky, everybody's favorite streamer. Tanya, you have such a wonderful tournament here in New York. How do you feel, and how your Blitz tournament goes?
So far, it's going pretty well, as expected. Yeah, I'm getting very low. I mean, last 2 games I should have lost both. I played Duro Bailey. I had Queen and Pawn against Queen and 3 pawns, and he walked into Mate and won. But that's up to Blitz. And then with Benjamin Bach, I blundered 2 pawns in a row, and then I found some tricks and forced repetition. Yeah, the Rapid, I had a very, very frustrating final day. I think I played well every game. There wasn't a single game where I went, man, I played terribly, but I lost to Prague with White, and then that kind of took the wind out of my sails. Then I lost to Broadly, and then I was winning with Blue the last round. So I expected something like that to happen. The long tournament was my first time. I'm thrilled with how I played in the Rapid. Gonna try to do my best in the blitz. This is going really fast. Like already almost halfway done. It's really a shame that it's not 21 rounds. I'm enjoying this a lot, and I really think that it should change it back because this is the only chance I get to play these guys.
Wow, that is extreme 21 rounds. Because have you ever played this tournament earlier?
Never. This is my first World Rapid Blitz.
Is it because it's happening here in New York? Well, you don't have to travel long, right?
That's a big part of it. I mean, the New Year's is tough. It's sort of family time for me, so I can't really make it to like Samarkand. It's like a 35-hour trip for me. But Charlotte to New York's an hour flight, so I was obviously thrilled. I wouldn't miss this for the world.
And yeah, there have been some accusations and everything we know in the chess world. Are you here to prove some people wrong?
No, I talked earlier on another interview that I gave about this. I've sort of been less nice about the particular individuals driving this agenda forward over time because I gave them the benefit of the doubt the first month. The second month I was a little bit more firm. By now, I've made it very clear to people I'm a retired 2600 player. I've got absolutely nothing to prove. The people pretending like I've never played an OTB event, like I've never played casual blitz with ask any top player in the U.S., Bobby, LeBron, anybody, literally anybody who I've played casual blitz with, how I play. So the fact that this has been going on for as long as it has been it's deeply frustrating to me, and not because it's me personally. If I depersonalize myself, it's a great shame. So when the history of chess is going to be written, this will be a very dark chapter. And it'll be a dark chapter not just because Vlad has been allowed to go on with his nonsense for as long as he has, but because behind the scenes some top players are not outspoken enough to make it clear that the patients are not running the insane asylum. So it is shameful that
At GOT, we're always a step ahead. Like how the price of your plan won't go up for 3 years.
W.H. Auden was a British poet who lived between 1907 and 1973, and he wrote a lot of poetry, obviously, go figure, he was a poet. But one of his poems really caught my eye, and that's the subject of this video, and that's his poem, Death's Echo. So in this video, I'm going to be discussing an antinatalist interpretation. But before we actually get into the interpretation, I want to make some disclaimers. Now, the first one is that in this video, I'm not claiming that the way I'm interpreting poem, or the way I'm putting it over here, is the way that was actually intended for it to be taken, but just that it is one way that you can interpret the poem, and many other people will have different interpretations. The second disclaimer is that I'm not even claiming that Auden was an antinatalist himself. I think it's easy to fall into the trap of reading antinatalism or anything that you feel passionate about into the work of other people or into other people themselves when they say something that sounds very much like what you would maybe say, given that you believe it. And whilst it is in the realm of possibility that W.H. Auden was an antinatalist, I don't have the evidence for that, and so that is not a case I'm going to be making. And the final disclaimer I want to
break you block, humiliate.
Yes.
And the idea that he's trying to do is portray these people as being hacks. Let's be real.
Yep. Yep, they are. Yep, that's what I did.
So, it's my understanding that, according to the definition of cyberbullying, that's what you're participating in. And, I don't really care so much on the heliocentric or the field.
On a scale of 1 to 10, keep it a buck. What is the solo random wreck like for you guys? What's your experience like out of 10? I ain't gonna lie, I'm giving it a solid 3. Win, lose, or draw, I'm giving it a solid 3, respectfully. I guess the phase must have made a bigger impact than I thought, because now the people I play with, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm losing myself. But I do have gameplay for y'all today of me in the solo random wreck at a disadvantage like always. We got funny commentary, and y'all boys know me. I love to put gameplay out that gets intense.
So, for my next game, yeah, obviously the circumstances today and yesterday are very sad. The first thing I will say is that
obviously, like, I've known Naroditsky or I knew Naroditsky for many years. Like, we weren't.
With the white teeth?
Cool.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Of course. Of course. I mean, who did you ever have any doubt? Did you ever have any doubt? Let's go emote only. I'm gonna focus. Let's go. Let's go. Let me think what to play. I'm gonna play Vienna. Just because.
Already what was this?
Okay, I'm gonna focus. 53. This is actually very funny. I knew it. I called it too. Don't tell me I didn't call it. I called it. Okay, there we go. Now the board should be updating regularly. What's up, everybody? Welcome to a short stream. Some blood, some warm up. Just want to make sure my head is in the right space, and maybe I'll do a YouTube video live, but we'll see how I feel. I don't want to go late, so. What? Why does it not let me? Super weird. There we go. You need to prevent C5 here, very important to prevent C5. And also to prepare F5 for the standard line here. Yeah, definitely Iron Fist. No trolling tonight. Let's be on our best. Sunday best. Hopefully I'll be on my Saturday best, which is a big if, but we'll see. Yeah, I really should not browse Reddit because Bishop 5, knight takes 5. So bishop d5, the critical line, knight takes e. But then I have bishop a2. And as long as I keep the script protected, I'm okay. Now this passer, path is clear.
What?
Oh my god! What's up, y'all? It's Ty in this video today. We're going to be doing another episode of our road to the Road NBA 2K26 MyTeam. Now, I want to start with this. Obviously, I didn't win King of the Court, but we've found out a lot more about King of the Court now compared to what we do heading into it. And one thing that matters a ton is your team overall from what I am seeing. Now, again, how does this impact what I do? Well, it's just going to impact the lineup I run in a massive way. It kind of stinks because I've been grinding the game like crazy over the course of the last little while. And to be honest, that doesn't really help me. You know, and even me only getting Scotty Pippen, well, that doesn't really help me. You know, like, I can't really run a full, at least I can't run this lineup and expect to win Team Sport. Now, I don't know if I'm going to have to run Sapphires, I don't know if I'm going to have to run Rubies. Like, I don't know what that next step is for me. But what I can say is I got to figure it out for next week. As I go back and look, guys, there is no triple and red park win streak today. There's none here. Last week we saw something on Sunday. This week, there is nothing to be found. So no win streak for Park today. I mean, that's kind of sad. Is it worth it to get to 20 games daily? I mean, that's totally up to you. The sad part is, honestly, I have no sense of urgency really to load up with anything. So what I'm going to do, and you guys can call me crazy, but I'm going to load into a game of Showdown with this squad. Because, I mean, look, it's an 87 overall team, and then we'll see what happens. I might get popped, I might lose, but at the end of the day, I need to start making some progress for next week's King of the Court. I've been searching for a while. No games, and that's fine, because guess what? I can go to Triple Threat Park with these budget guys, too. Look, at the end of the day, I've got to get used to playing with some different cards, okay? Because next week's going to be crazy in King of the Court. So, hey, man, say goodbye to Clay. Welcome in some of these Sapphires. And we're just going to try something out, man. Again, this could turn into an absolute disaster, but that's okay. Because at the end of the day, my main goal is to improve and be better. So we're going in with Najri, Mr. Ellison. I guess I use Andrew Wiggins. Like, I don't know, man. I want to start getting used to some different cards, but I'm in with this squad right now, and it's all fine because these are the teams I'm gonna have to get used to using for next week. So I'm here, right? We'll see what happens. I don't know how long I'm gonna be on for, how many games in a row I'm gonna try to win. Because at the end of the day, I still do have a really good card in Andrew Wiggins. But that's really it. The rest of my squad isn't anything special. But none of these cards are even badged up. But a lot of them can play. Like even Mr. Ellison right here. He is not bad. He can definitely play and compete at a decent level. Now, I agree. That's a good shot. Again, no badges, no probably shifty shooter on it. Might be a little tough to knock down. And I just realized my face cam was covering the score, so I apologize for that. Here's a big shot. See, I feel like I'm delayed, feel like I'm lagging. My team obviously is struggling. Please, look, you've got a 59 3-ball. But I used to be able to grade with it. I promise y'all, I used to, in past years, be able to grade with it. Maybe this year, it's just not going to be that simple, that easy. So, like, this is what I'm saying. If I can get stops with this squad in Triple Threat Park, I can get stops with this squad in Showdown, or with this squad in Showdown. I promise you that. Oh, this is a rough one. Okay, I'm going to have to really get used to using these cards, bro. I'm really going to have to get used to using these cards. Because right now, it's ugly right now. Like, it's ugly. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to... Oh, my God. Come on. It's fine, because at the end of the day, I'm winning, I guess. Oh, my God. I'm not going to lose. My ankle is broken. This guy is literally trying to lose. The dude is literally not even trying to win the game. Like, he's not even trying to win the game right now. Why are we struggling so much? It doesn't even make sense to me. Shoot it, please. Run. I don't care. Shoot the ball. Come on. Run. Good. Good. There it goes. Look at us. There we go, fellas. All right. Do some things. Make some things shake. Thank you. Now, yes, I like Andrew Wiggins a lot. No matter what, he can carry me to a win. But I'm really liking that my other guys are out here competing right now. Look at Mr. Ellison, man. He's everywhere. I've never been so stunned in my life, boy. Thank you. Go. Run. One time. One time for me, Nas. One time for me, Nas. 3-4-3. And look at my squad starting to put some things together. Again, I got a long ways to go, but we're starting to make some things shake. One of these times I'm going to knock one down with him. No, he doesn't have any catch and shoot, anything like that. But one of these times I got to knock down a shot with him. Oh, yeah, and he's step, man. Andrew. Knocked down. Andrew Wiggins knocked down, and look at what I'm doing with a couple of sapphires and Andrew Wiggins. I can hope a little. It's just all about getting the right matchup, and it looks like we got one right now. Come on. I gotta hit that one. I gotta hit the first one. That's me, Nas Reed, 4-3. We're up 13-0 with this squad. And look, I'm telling you, this is just the beginning, right? I gotta start, training using these bad cards to win in King of the Court. But hey, it helps to have a guy like Andrew Wiggins that can make some things happen. It's just sad that this is what the game has come to. Why do I gotta use sapphires, man? Like, this is what the future holds for me using sapphires. It's going to be a tough go, right? But I'm going to get better. I'm going to get a better squad, and we're going to build some things, right? So I'm looking for some hidden sapphires. I'm looking for maybe even a couple of amethysts that I can add to my squad to improve the squad just a little bit. But, I mean, even with Nas Reed, guys, he can hoop, man. He can hoop because guess what? He can knock down shots. He plays serviceable defense. He's going to be just fine. I just need some other guys that can do similar things to Nas. Come on, up to Andrew. Come here. I'm only going to play one game today, but I want y'all to know and see that I'm hooping right now. Now, maybe I'll pull something out of this arrival pack. I highly doubt it. But at this stage, I don't even care to get me kind. If this is the way to get lunch and King of the Court, that's fine. Drop a like on the video, guys. Subscribe if you are doing as I was doing. Love you guys. Have a blessed day.
Domino's Best Deal Ever is back. Any hand-tossed, pan, thin crust, or New York-style pizza with 80 toppings for just $9.99 online.
What's up, y'all? Inside in this video today, we're going to be doing another episode of our Road to the Road in NBA 2K26 team. Now, we do have a lot to update. Last time, I recorded this video, I was just kind of distraught. I was mad. I was irritated with the way the King of the Court system works. But we're going to go with this episode with a whole new perspective. Don't forget last week, right? You never want to forget it. You got to learn from it and move forward. So, after last week, I was somewhat going for KG. I was somewhat going for Scottie Pippen. Those times to fade, those times to win. That is no longer the case. I'm on KG. I'm not going for Scottie Pippen. Instead, I'm trying to turn all of that into MT to continue building forward in that direction. Now, I've got my squad ready. I've got my sapphires ready. I've got my, good squad ready. I've got some amethysts ready. And all I'm trying to do is continue getting guys that I think could play a factor in King of the Court. So, for example, if there's a Mo Bamba, I may look and get him. For example, if there's a good Paul Georgia, I may look to get him. As far as doing the exchanges, I'm pretty bad at doing the exchanges pretty consistently. It's something I definitely need to get a lot better at. And as far as my MyTeam rep, I'm almost to Ruby point. Still slowly grinding combination, right? It's a slow grinding combination. But I'm hopeful to get to 66 stars by Friday to add a couple of more Hall of Fame badges to my collection. So we got a 10 box to open up for 200 wins in Park. We've got the Deluxe packs to open up from Park. We've got this Hall of Fame badge to open up that I think I got from Park. So we've got a lot of things. What's up, y'all? 120. Boop. What's up, y'all? Inside. What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? Inside. In this. What's up, y'all? Inside. What's up, y'all? Inside in this video. What's up, y'all? Inside in this video today, we're going to be reacting to BBG's video talking about the MyTeam community are furious. Because look, the MyTeam community is furious and has every right and reason to be. Now, we're going to take a look at this, talking about it as we do if you're new to the channel. Please smash the subscribe button. I appreciate all the support of the channel. You guys are absolutely amazing. Shout out to BBG, the link to the channel if you're not subscribed to BBG or whatever. We'll be down below in the description. Players over profits lines. Spanish. When 2K released their tweet today, I say players over profits. 2K MyTeam. If they don't let us. We already know they know what's going on. If they don't let us, players over profits. John Bridgeport. Why? It used to be if you typed in players over profits, MyTeam would pop up. NBA 2K. It would. Like, what is John Bridgeport doing? You are not the main kid. John Bridgeport, why did you have to do that? You didn't play MyTeam, man. You didn't even play MyTeam. You're jumping on MyTeam way. But shout out Henry for and I think HTV tweeting it just meant more for the community. To be honest, and like if I would have just anybody, because HTV is that big. So shout out HTV for real. And Henry for right here. Facts. For the honestly, it was a big one. It was a big one that we're seeing something. At least this response is players before profit. Look at my these are players before profit boards with players out. Honestly, from my awards, South African was every month. Those awards, those just around spending. People saying it's going to keep going. They do. I just hate idle. Like, hey man, I don't care if it's AI idle or not. The fact of the situation is, we're seeing a lot of people that are tweeting this, and it's today's news, even if it's AI for a reason. You know what it is? It's an interesting one. It's an interesting one to see. You're seeing here, like even Jeremiah's coming out there and saying that basically talking about his experience in MyTeam. Look, he's someone with Rutherford. He's someone who spent a lot of money on this game, spent a lot of time on this game, first over 40 months. And I want to stop and take a moment to read Nervetti's tweet here, okay? And what he said, even though I am almost 2.5 years out of the community, there's nothing left to support the fight, but to support the fight of great friends that are in the community. He said, this horrible addiction has ruined 3 years of my life, and the fact that I'm having trouble playing fields because of it. This is what I want everybody to realize, right? And I'm glad Nervetti shared this, right? Because it's important. People think whales, right, are just people that make millions and millions of dollars. And there are some people out there. But the truth of it, the deeper part of it is, most people, I shouldn't say most, a lot of the whales are again, I'm not hating on them, but are not in the financial position to be spending thousands of dollars on packs. That's just the truth. That's just the truth. Because it is rare to be in the position to be able to comfortably spend thousands of dollars weekly, monthly, whatever it is on packs. It's rare. You know, it's rare to find those types of people. Less than 1 or 2% of the entire population in the world can do that. And so the fact of people just think, oh, they got the money, they can do it. No, it's deeper than that. It is an addiction, guys. Opening packs once again is an addiction. And it's even with the CB the grenade. I think he's taking a break from 2K and social media after everybody was, on him about opening up packs. But you gotta realize it is an addiction. It's deeper than, oh, just opening up packs because you got the money. Over a last year, they were pissed when they got to use lines actually when you first on 40 of them. Mike and Tyler are going to schedule these free grades. They're probably not going to schedule these for a while. They do, and that's the important thing again. I guarantee this season is on autopilot. So I don't think we're going to get any changes throughout this season, but I will say this, it's going to showcase a lot if they allow people to reply to their tweet that they put out today. Which I think they will, but it'll show a lot. ICB, shout out Henry Rosario. Somebody said, fuck you guys, I consider productive criticism as well. I stand by the point that it's very, like, the devs have been, everything they've taken away, devs were told by people who are actually who have good intentions. The problem is that there are actually devs watching Twitter, seeing what we're liking, and then as soon as they find out what we like, are taking it out. There are the devs, there are, I don't even know if those are, I did wait for what DBG is saying, but I don't even know if that is necessarily a thing. Because I genuinely think, at least from the devs that I know and talk to, that they want this game to be good. They don't like seeing the community miserable. From the devs I know. Now, again, that's not me saying that there's not some quote-unquote devs that are like this, because it does make sense, because literally everything the community has liked has gotten taken away. And so it's like, how are the top guys at 2K, the guys that actually make the decision, how do they know that? Well, it's probably from the devs, but from the devs, I know it doesn't make sense for them to want to hate the game, you know? It's like, if you keep scrolling down to Brillo's tweet, my face might be covered, but he says it's not on the devs. They lost control over different directions, corporate push, and I agree with that. I genuinely do not think the devs are to blame for this. I genuinely don't. I don't know if the devs are what it is, but there are people involved in MyTeam that are making decisions out of malice. So they're making decisions out of malice. Correct, but I don't think it's the quote-unquote devs. There's no point giving anybody, like, constructive criticism doesn't check malice. The thing is, constructive criticism isn't the game mode anyway. It isn't. They put out the community surveys and all this, all that. They genuinely do not want what's best for the community. They showed. So just saying, folks, you guys say, it's fine, it's deserved. And if there's some feedback from like, you need to know how well these community activists are going through everything, and they're actively trying to screw us. Everything like that, which make their revenue for financial benefits. I stand by that. But also, like, I understand where Henry's coming from. But in my opinion, it isn't some like, oh, we need to band together and just give 2 fair feedback. You think, no, I think we need to be hostile. That's in my opinion. I don't even know what the best way to go about this thing is. The only thing I can say is we got to impact their pack sales. And again, what's the best way to do that? We got to impact the pack sales, get them, to do something to change. I don't know. But the main thing I can say is if you don't open up packs, you are part of the solution. That's genuinely all I can say. The whole people that are saying, oh, just stop playing, just stop logging on the game, that's not the solution. 2K doesn't care about that. Some people think they do. DDG thinks they're trying to get more revenue per player that's playing the game. So if you're playing the game without spending money, then you're doing good. That's where I'm at with things. Just enjoy playing whatever there is to play on the game. There's nothing you can really grind for right now, right? You can grind for MC, I guess, you can grind for Park Mystery, whatever, but just don't open packs.
I think we need to be as hostile as possible. I think we need this kind of. I said this. We need. There's no amount. Like we need 2K bottom line there, and we need 2K. We need this hit measure. We need this hit measure. And I think this good hit measure can just like you're kind of hoping. You're kind of hoping that like maybe the only way this could get really managed is if like a voice critical something picks up on that. I don't think they will. I think it's a big scenario. Nor do they know the ins and outs of this. There's gonna be. I'm gonna make a video on my channel talking about this. Probably. I don't know. It's probably tomorrow. It'll probably be tomorrow and I'll be able to grab. But
Mr. Boots.
It's okay. I'll just grab the backup sticks. Backup sticks? I didn't afford that money back.
The lowest prices of any national grocery store. Well, fair enough. It's an Aldi sale.
It's just it was embarrassing. Like you got Floki out here, who was again one of the more positive people back in the day.
You gotta realize all the 2K people, the guys that 2K like, are a part of this.
Floki was like, next maker back in this thing. He doesn't care. Why should we make it crowd, make sure it isn't a service? Like, it's easy for me to say this. Why I didn't buy first, like, it's easy for me to say this. Like, really easy to say this. Don't really
And honestly, it's easy for me to say as well. And you guys can probably see that and say that. I've got a really good squad as it stands for King of the Corner, so I don't need to spend money as it stands right now. Now, do I have the best team possible? Would I spend money? I don't know, right? I don't know. But I have a good team, so to me, it's easy for me as well, right? I never really spent a ton, prior to King of the Corner. I haven't spent a crazy amount this year. But I spent a decent amount, but it is easy for me to say because I got a good team. So that's part of it as well. I have grinded the game for a good team.
I bought level 140 for a long time. I have spent that. I have spent that. Like, I don't spend that. I really don't. Do not buy PC or pack strike. I don't know pack strike.
But I'm not even saying a pack strike. I'm saying that has to be part of it, right? Like, you can't say, oh, well, let's just band together and hate on 2K. But yet, oh, they drop a Yao Ming on Friday. Yeah, let's open $500 for it. No, we need the top spenders in the community to stop opening up packs. Every person matters in this thing. It can't be, oh, well, let's just be negative, but let's still open up packs. No, you should not open up packs right now, y'all. Do not open up packs right now.
Well, at least. You want to know one thing I will say? I think it's really important that I still think we're going to spend money on packs.
Like, some people are, but the thing is, the more people that don't, the better we're going to be.
It is extremely important that we're now at a position as a community for opening packs and being shown. I will grant for Carlos. And people be like, oh, Henry and Joe's Buenos, they won't make it content. And what they do for that? What did they do for that? Also, geez, I forgot that Mojo did the answer that doing something. I've been all over, like, you look at all the videos on my other channels, I think, all over the damn country and sorting out the stuff. I will definitely go on your show sometime, Matt, just, I need to get my shit better first. I need to get my shit better first. But, it is good looking at all this stuff. Like, 100% talking about it. Even, like, and every time I'm going to say, no, how bad all this is.
And I think it's they know how bad it is. But I think the more important thing is, if you have the big guys, the big spenders, the big creators all involved in this, it's easy for the community to get involved in this. Let's say, go back to 2K19 days when I wasn't a creator. If I would have saw all of the main creators not opening up packs because the game mode was, let's say, in a bad position, it just makes it so the community wants to do it as well, right? Like, you want to be a part of something. You want to be a part of a change in a positive way, right? What's up, y'all? It's in this video today. We're going to be going over talking about will 2K get the message, right? Like, will they get the message? It's very loud. It's very clear what the community is thinking, how the community is acting, and again, in preparation of what should be our pack leak today, right? We'll see what's coming tomorrow in packs. What is 2K going to do? Like, what is 2K's mindset right now, given where the community is at? Community is unhappy, obviously, deservedly so. Like, there's nothing to be happy about in this game right now. That's just the truth within the situation. With that being said, will 2K make any adjustments to what they're doing, or will they continue their autopilot mode? The reason I say it's an autopilot mode is because it is. The mode's been on autopilot for the last little while, and if 2K doesn't change anything, I don't know if things are going to get any better. So let's talk about it in this video today. As we do dive into it, if you're new to the channel, please smash that subscribe button. I appreciate all the support on the channel, and you guys are absolutely amazing. So here's where we're at as it stands right now. The community is not happy. The community is not happy. The community wants change. If you missed out on everything 2K basically at the start of season 2 gave us these dog water rewards. None of these rewards right here are good. Okay, they all stink. All these peak items are terrible. They also, on the road towards level 40, in every game mode, took away our hidden gems. There is no way to earn or to play for hidden gems in my team right now. Okay, so you can't earn any of these hidden gem cards in which season 1, you had a chance to earn a lot of them. Mind you, they drop a Wemby in packs. They drop a point guard Jokic. In the pack odds are so bad that there are 0 Victor Wemby numbers. That's where we are at right now. Okay, 0 Wemby stuff. None. The community's unhelpful. The community's like, you know what? If this is what the game mode's going to be, if this is what we're getting, we're done. Like, we're done opening packs. A lot of the big whales are with us, right? Done opening up packs. Now, we want them to prioritize players over profits. And I get it, right? Profits. Every company should be for profit. Heck, I'm for profit. I will not upload a YouTube video shorter than 8 minutes. Why? Because I can't monetize, right? It's the world we live in, right? You don't work for free. I get it, 2K. But at the end of the day, the player base has diminished. Gone down and down and down and down year after year after year. And at the end of the day, the less people that play the game, the less opportunities you have to make money. Now, the people that have been playing the game right now have been spending a lot on the game. Because those are the only guys left. But if those guys don't spend money on the game, they're cooked. They're absolutely cooked. So that's honestly where we are at right now. And I think 2K's response to this is going to show the community a lot of things. It's going to show the community a lot of things. Because guess what? If come tomorrow, these season 2 rewards do not get updated. If come tomorrow, the $10 for the Friday grind is not back, 2K has spoken loud and clear to us, right? Because this has been a thing for 3 days. 2K knows the community is not happy. And if they continue this trajectory, that's all we're going to say. If they continue this this kind of road they're on, it's going to be tough, man. That's all I'm going to say. It's going to be really, really, really tough. And so that's just kind of where we're at right now. I'm hoping, obviously, for the best. I think a big thing would be these road rewards being updated, right? Give Elton Brand, and again, I'm not asking for them to be the best part of the game, but give Elton Brand a 75 free. Make his driving gun ball game slightly better. I mean, look at how bad they made this card. I mean, this is just a slap in the face to the community because y'all gotta realize to grind and get Elton Brand, you have to win 75 showdown games. You have to win 500 breakout games. It's not easy to get these cards. It's hard. It's the ultimate game mode reward. And people are saying, what is the point of getting Jokic, of getting Wemby to use them in showdown and compete for what? Compete for what? What do you get? You get the season 2 mode completion. There's nothing to do with it. Right? Last season, and Jason Kidd's not nearly as good as he was last season. Last season, I literally completed everything there was to complete. Right? I did. Siakam was better than this season's domination. Right? Kidd and Sigma and Rice were better than any season 2 reward we got. The only decent thing about season 2 is our level 40 reward. Chris Bosh is solid. But outside of that, we got nothing. We got absolutely nothing to show for it. So how am I? Me, myself, and I supposed to be any sort of optimistic about where this game is at and where this game is heading? I can't. So the only thing that I can hope for is that 2K responds. Because I know 2K sees the negativity that people are saying on this game. And do I feel bad for 2K? People are going to ask me, Todd, do you feel bad for 2K having to deal with all this negativity? No. They brought this on themselves. And if you don't think 2K brought this on themselves, I don't know what else to say. Like, this is, the 2K could have so easily prevented this whole situation. Give us good mode rewards, keep the hidden gems in the game. Instead, they went so far backwards. And honestly, go back to my first videos in 2K this year. I was happy with where the game was at. We got good mode rewards. We saw hidden gems, a good opportunity to get hidden gems. It's one of the reasons I got Michael Carter Williams. Like, we had ways in which we got rewarded for playing a game. Breakout at the start of this year was super rewarding. I'm telling you, you got decent reward. But the question is, how did we go from that to where we're at right now? And the only thing that makes sense is 2K saw every positive thing that people were saying, and anything positive that people liked, they took away. We started this season, or this year, I think, by getting 10 boxes. I think we actually, did we get 10 boxes this year? Maybe we did. Maybe this year we did it. But they took that away last year. Or it was the start of this year. I don't even remember. I'm so far gone from those 10 boxes being in the game. But that was so small, right? That doesn't hurt 2K. You're giving us an unsellable 10 box. But guess what? You took it away. Anything good with the game, they take it away. So how will they respond to what I would say the first big uproar that most of the community is on board with? Everybody that's not named Carlo is on board with this, this, I don't even know what's called, this uproar, this change that needs to happen. How is 2K going to respond? Are they just going to, number one, tweet it out anyway, and don't care about the negativity within the community? Or are, number two, they going to mute or only, basically make it so people can't reply to their tweets? Either of those two things can happen. They could ignore it, they could mute it, or basically only people in X, that they comment can reply, however that works, so nobody can reply to it. Or number three, we actually get some change. We actually tomorrow load up the game, and there's some change, right? The season 1 rewards get updated, which needs that. The 10 box is back, which needs that. Next week we get some solid, I'm not saying great free rewards, but we start getting some free cards that are actually playable. Like, honestly, the ball is in 2K's court for the future of this MyTeam mode. It has been for the past few years, and the mode has been going to dirt. It's been going to dirt. There is less and less people playing this game than there was yesterday. That's been just kind of the road 2K's been on for the past couple of years, right? There's just less people playing the mode. If that's 2K's goal, that's awesome. But then they're relying on a couple of big spenders, and once those big spenders stop, then what do you have? Then what do you have? If those couple of big spenders that kept you relevant for the past couple of years stop playing the game and stop spending money, what does 2K have? They need us. They need us. Like, I know CB ended up opening packs, but CB said it best when he said, I don't need 2K, 2K needs me. That is so true, right? CB doesn't need 2K. He doesn't. He's never needed 2K, ever. The game needs him. And the moment 2K starts realizing that they need the community is the moment we can start actually having a quality game, actually getting solid rewards. And guess what? If we turn back time, people still spend money on that. And I guarantee if buying MT wasn't a thing back in 22, 21, 2K's profits would have been way better. Just it is what it is. But at the end of the day, hack odds are terrible. At the end of the day, the game was worth playing. Nothing. The game's not worth playing. So what as a community are we supposed to do? There's only a certain amount of things we can do. At this stage, I'll be honest, at this stage, the ball is completely in 2K's court. Us as a community can't do anything else. The only thing we can keep doing is not spending money on the game and making our voices heard. That's it. We can't control what they give us for Season 2 rewards. All I can say is there is literally no reason right now to load up this game if you're not trying to win people. Because at the core of MyTeam, at the core of Ultimate Team game modes, it is a team building concept. Like, does that make sense to y'all? It is a team building concept. I used to grind solo challenges in Madden like crazy to get a specific card. Same thing in college football, right? Like college football, I grind the gauntlet, I think that's what it was called, every weekend because you got good rewards. Even if you didn't get the top reward, you still got a bunch of coins. On this game mode right now, what do you get? What modes are you playing to get rewarded? There is nothing. There is nothing. The rewards right now are as bad as we have ever seen. The pay to play is as bad as it's ever been. And I know 2K is not making as much money on this game as they want because it's obvious. Look, we're getting Jokic. We're getting Wemby. It's obvious, right? And so that's where we're at right now. Do I think anything is going to change? I honestly think in due time things will change. Maybe I'm being too optimistic. Maybe I'm giving 2K a benefit of the doubt. But I genuinely think that people continue to, number one, make their voices heard. And number two, do not open up packs. Especially if everybody in the community can come together. Obviously, there's still going to be some people that do, right? Like, it is what it is. You're not going to get everybody on board. But the more of us that they lose or lose sales or stick up against what they're doing, better off we're going to be. And I'll leave y'all with this. I have played every Ultimate Team mode there is. I used to play, I haven't recently played FIFA, right? So I should say that. But I played college football 25. I played Madden a lot back when I played MLB The Show a couple of years ago. There's not one game mode that is as greedy as MyTeam. It's just the truth. There's not a game mode that even compares to this. So it is what it is. Will we get changed? I don't know. Right? Like I genuinely don't know. If we don't start tomorrow, with getting our season 2 rewards updated. We need the season 2 rewards updated. So Elton Brand's good. These cards are actually useful. If we don't get that, and if we don't get if we don't get Mojo updated and we don't get a free 10-box grind or something like that tomorrow, if those are not your first couple of steps if you're 2K, then they have not heard our voices louder. Then they really don't think we can come together as a community. And I think that's disrespectful to us. So tomorrow, I'm telling you this right now. Tomorrow, if things don't change at all, it's disrespectful to us. It's disrespectful to us, the community, the people that make this game. I gotta be honest, the high ups at 2K, the people making these decisions, they're not the reason 2K is well. The player makes it. It makes it. 2K. The ball is in your score. Will you change anything, or is it gonna take a multi-week, multi-month thing? And if that's what it takes, I'm on board. 2K has got my last set until things change. So at least with the microtransactions, I'm not saying I'm not gonna buy 2K 27 and things don't change, but as far as the microtransactions, the VC, those types of things, let's go. Done. That's where I'm at with it. You guys can let me know your thoughts on things down below in the comments. Let me know. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you are doing that. It's always been another guy. Have a blessed day.